cats and kittens. Thanks for tuning in to mrchoi.com.au. We've got the great Mark Sumich. Had to come in before I introduced you, didn't you? Alright, we're talking auction competition, Australasian auction competition. For those of you that aren't familiar with it, basically every state plus New Zealand, they have their championships. They find the top two, and the top two then battle it out, representing their state and or country, and they find who is number one. Mark is a three-time winner, so we're privileged, and we're going to talk auction comp. So Mark, you've been in it for a few years. How has it evolved in your time?
Oh, well, it certainly has evolved. You know, the days of being able to just turn up and potentially win this are way over now. That doesn't happen anymore. You need to have done plenty of preparation. You need to be savvy enough to understand that that is the case, and that you should have attended some of these competitions before to see what the vibe is and the feel, and so that when you arrive, you're ready for it. And so many of the competitors are still missing this, and it's those states and New Zealand who have been clever enough to get their competitors up to speed beforehand, who are the ones who are very competitive now.
Yeah, exactly.
So it has changed quite a lot.
Is it getting easier or harder?
Well, I think it's for those who have got themselves into maybe the top dozen or 15 auctioneers in Australasia. They are in the chance. They have a chance of winning this thing. Getting to that 12 or 15 is proving the problem. All right. Yeah, and you're there, Michael. You're in that dozen or 15, so you are always a chance to win a competition when you are in it. Your problem's qualifying out of your own state.
Yeah.
So you got to keep working hard.
Yeah, definitely. What are the challenges or mistakes, I should say, that people that are entering are making year after year?
Oh, well, they're underestimating that you need to bring your A game to this. You can't, as I said earlier, just turn up and expect that it's all going to unfold for you. You have to be able to be innovative and ingenious, almost ingenious about some of the words and that you want to use. You've got to come up with something new each time. You can't just replicate what you've pulled out all the years before. It's changing times, and with the availability of YouTube and all that, everyone's seeing everyone else's calls, so you need to be a step ahead of everyone.
That's
and you don't have any patent over your words. I mean, if you happen to draw number 16 and someone's come in at number 3 and used it, you're
going to look like you. You're going to look like you copied him.
Why are you copying him?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. In terms of money, do you think there should be money on the table? If so, how much? Pros, cons? What are your thoughts?
Well, is it a professional sport? I guess we're playing with people's lives every Saturday when we're doing it, so there's some big money on the line there, but we're paid, and so it's a profession and a trade that we've chosen to get into. The competitions, I guess you have to start charging an entry fee if you're going to be making a winner's prize. I think it'd be quite cool. Yeah. Maybe a separate competition, which to the Australasian might be equivalent to sort of the Melbourne Cup, whereas we could run a Cox Plate, where the weight for age, you know, the kings come in.
Sumich auctioneering championships.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah,
Choi and Sumich.
Yeah, Choi and Sumich. $500 to enter, and winner takes all 20 grand.
Oh, 20 grand.
Yeah.
Yep.
How would that be?
Yeah, it sounds good to me. I think it's tax free. So.
No.
No, I didn't say that. Take that off.
I don't know.
Who knows? Alrighty. In terms of competition, the way that it's been run seems like it's getting better and better. Or I suppose the competing, the states that compete in, if you were running the competition though, what would you change? Would you take things off? Would you add things? What would you do? I
would be looking to get the quality of the judging to a superior level than I believe it is at the moment. And maybe that's not the case in all the states or territories or countries, but in several of them, I believe that the wrong people are judging. They are still back 5 to 10 years, and it's changed into this more conversational and engaging style, and some of the people who are judging are still back a few years and missing that, and it's taking some people aren't qualifying who I believe should be, because they've got the capability to go on and they're already in that top 12 or 15 in Australasian, not even getting a chance to go on to the next level. So I believe there needs to be a small overhaul of judges in most of the areas, so that
education.
So the best people rise to the top, and I felt that there's been progress on that.
I agree. There's definitely progress. That's great. Last question. What, in your mind, do the top auctioneers possess? What qualities?
Okay, this is the key really for success. Is they have timing, they have composure, and they just have a real faith in their ability to make the right decisions. Okay, so they don't stress.
They back themselves.
Yeah, they back themselves. They use that years of experience that they've got, or although at the moment the winner of the Australasian, Daniel Colston, has only been doing it for 3 or 4 years. But he's a quick learner and he's maybe a bit of a freak. But what we're dealing with is people who are not afraid of disturbances and distractions. In fact, they encapsulate the whole moment and run with it, and it's cool to watch them at work and do that. So timing, accuracy of numbers, and the sort of inbred understanding of it's not a time to panic, it's just get the work done, and you've got to have a good touch of humour, and just generally a warmth that can engage you with the crowd and be one of them.
Well, auctioneers, that was the Mark Sumich. Thank you so much.
Nice.
Cheers guys, tune in, list heaps of auctions, take care.